Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I am going to dye some of this Superwash Merino yarn that I got from Dyer Supplier. This yarn is worsted weight, it is 215 yards or 100 gram skein, and it is a 4-ply. It is 100% Superwash Merino yarn and it is wonderful to work with. This is the actual yarn that I am filming here that is 100% dry. I have done nothing with it, and this is how it came in the package. They come in hanks and they have 3 ties per hank, so I didn't have to add any extra ties on this at all. And I'm excited to dye this because it feels very similar to Red Heart's Chic Sheep yarn. So let's get started. Here I am soaking the yarn in water and a 1/4 cup of vinegar. This will be a low immersion dye in this pot that I have that is just for dyeing. I am using some Easter coloring egg kits that I bought from the Dollar Tree. The tablets contain yellow 5, yellow 6, red 3, and blue 1. Now I'm going to crush them up with this knife. Here they are in their powder form, and I'm ready to sprinkle them on the yarn. So my goal here is just to sprinkle each one of these colors on the yarn in a rainbow fashion. There are 2 hanks of the yarn in this pot. I have moved them around to where I am showing as much of the hank as I possibly can to let the dye have access to it. I fully expect that when I turn these over, it will not be through on the other side. This is a superwash yarn and the colors strike pretty fast on superwash yarn. So I'm fully expecting that I will need to use the other package of tablets to do the other side of these hanks of yarn. So I'm just going to continue to sprinkle all of the tablets onto this side of these 2 hanks of yarn, and when I get done I am going to flip the yarn and sprinkle the other side. And this is the dye applied to the first side. So it's been going for quite a while now, so I thought I would test it to see how much dye was still left in the pot. And it's kind of hard to tell against the yarn. Move the spoon up here and you can see that it is clear. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this cool in the pot for a while and then flip it over. This is the pot once I turned the hanks over. This is the second side with all of the dye applied. So this is after I placed the dye on the second side and let it go for the half an hour. It is completely clear. So now I need to take the yarn out of the water and rinse it. And as you can see, the water is completely clear here. All of the dye is in the yarn, and that makes me very happy. So now I need to wash the yarn. And when I wash the yarn, all I use is a clear dish soap and about a quarter size of helping of it in the palm of my hand, and then I just wash all the vinegar and everything out of the yarn, any extra color that might come out. The water kept running clear after I washed it, and this is the yarn wet before I hung it up to dry. This is the yarn all dried. I laid it out, and I'm going to just film up the hanks very slowly to show the speckled effect that this dye gave this yarn. And you can see there's patches of blue and orange and yellow and the red and pink, but then there's speckles all over that, and that's what I expected to see while I was dyeing this yarn. I knew it wouldn't be a stripe, and that was perfectly fine with me. I did want all of the rainbow colors in it though, and I didn't want it to be too muddled with too much color. And I think that I'm overall very happy that I didn't get a lot of brown. There is some orange that is darker, but I'm okay with that. I think it is gorgeous. And although these two hanks are not identical in any way, they definitely go together. I think I could make a project with both of these and have no problem. It wouldn't look crazy or anything together. I also think that I don't know if I could repeat this. I could try to repeat this again with a different dye, but this is so unique that it would be really hard to do. And I'm separating some so that you can see the speckling. And I just love this yarn. I'm so happy with the outcome of this. I didn't think that I would be. After putting the dye on the second side of the hanks, I was getting a little worried there was too much color on it, but as you can see, there is not too much color on this yarn. I think it will make some maybe beautiful fingerless gloves. I even thought about doing socks with this yarn as well, and possibly a couple of Easter eggs, because I think it would look really cute with the speckles on them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this dyeing process of mine. These are the hanks side by side, and as you can see, they are definitely not identical, but they do go together. They are a great pair. And I definitely would buy this yarn again from Dyer Supplier. It is their Superwash worsted weight merino, and it feels wonderful. It is not exactly like Red Heart Chic Sheep, but it is very, very similar to that yarn, and I love dyeing that yarn. And this yarn I definitely am falling in love with as well. It is very soft and very easy to work with, and the way it comes with 3 ties on the hanks, there is absolutely nothing I need to do to this yarn before I dye it. I adore that. That saves me so much time and energy just by having it ready to dye. So I highly recommend you guys go check Dyer Supplier out. I am not affiliated with them at all. They don't know I exist in this world. I am just a customer who bought some samples from them, and I have been very happy with what I bought. And I did buy another sample of some sparkle yarn that they sell, but I have not dyed that yet. But when I do, I definitely will share that with you. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this dyeing process, and thank you so much for watching. And until next time, guys, bye.